Hello and welcome to Wake Up and Smell the Mic S&P 500 review for Thursday, March 23rd, 2023. It's now 6:27 a.m. Central Time. We start off in the S&P 500 daily chart in DeMark looking back to end of 2021. I'll zoom into the current area now. The S&P 500 has printed the sequential and combo buy setup one count. And to negate that for end of day on the 23rd, there must be a close below 3916.64 for the price flip back to the sell setup count one. Price in the pre-market hours for the S&P 500 at 6:30 a.m. Central Time on the 23rd is 39.56. The only levels in danger of becoming qualified for end of day today on the 23rd is the propulsion momentum up for 50% and 100% with a close above that level. Keep going and get above the relative retracement disqualified up one, and that becomes qualified. And keep going and get above the ongoing supply line here, which for today is at 3997.21, and that becomes qualified. Again, keep going and get above that supply line and it becomes qualified, and that level for today is at 43.84. Head south big time, and these two ongoing demand lines will become qualified with closes below their levels. And for today, this ongoing demand line is at 3813.36, and this one is at 3805.71. And price yesterday fell back below the Ichimoku baseline and somehow stayed above the Ichimoku conversion line. So it's in between the two. And the D wave down wave 4 and D wave up wave 1 will print for today with a tick higher than this high on the 7th. We'll take a look at the NYHILO chart with the EMA 5, 10, and 21s. You can see the 5 in blue, the 10 in red, and the 21 in gold headed straight down, along with the rock, which is at negative 76.38. And you can see some of these lows here where the rock went down and hit this red line. It barely went under the red line here in June and July 22. Came pretty close here. So, and that level is at negative 89.29. So once it starts getting down to this level for the rock 12, we'll take notice of that and see if this can turn itself around at all. You can see the KSTs up here, the short term well below zero, crossed under its signal line. Same thing with the intermediate term, and the long term has come down from the nosebleed area. It's underneath its signal line and well above zero, but they're all pointed down. Here's the NDXHILO NASDAQ 100, complete opposite. Short term crossed above its signal line and zero, pointed straight up. Intermediate term wants to get above zero in its signal line, and the long term KST has come down from the nosebleed area, but then hooked around back to the upside. And the 5, 10, and 21 EMAs gave the buy signal recently right at zero for the ROC 12, and now it's skyrocketing straight up You can see the blue went above the red here. The red is now above the 21 EMA. So that's looking really strong. The S&P 500 support and resistance levels big board chart shows the gray area at the monthly 12 simple moving average, 21 EMA 100 simple moving average, and the 20 simple moving average. To the downside is the weekly Bollinger Band, mid-band 39 period, the 200 simple moving average, and the daily conversion line. To the immediate upside is the bottom of the cloud, the 50 EMA, the pivot point, daily baseline, and price in the pre-market hours for the S&P 500 at 7:09 a.m. Central Time on the 23rd is 39.54. The S&P 500 daily AD line is still below its 21 EMA signal line. The NASDAQ 100 daily AD line is just barely under its 21 EMA signal line. And the ROC 1 went under its negative volatility line, which is at negative 1.00, closed at negative 1.26. ATR2 is at 80.48 and pointed up, getting close to its pain threshold. And the PPO Extreme took a turn for the worse, went back under zero at negative 1.40. And the instruments in the NYSE traditional McClellan breath oscillator to get back to zero would require 1,683 advancers over decliners to get back to zero. Have a great day.